Creators wait months, sometimes even years, to finally get paid for their content. I almost got paid instantly, and not into some holding account that the platform controls, straight into my wallet. And you already know it, fully self-custodially. In the following video, I will show you an alternative, allowing us to reclaim ownership over our creative destinies, where we are fairly and directly rewarded for the value that we create. Welcome back to 90 Seconds to Crypto, where we help off-chain Luddites become on-chain sovereigns. Every week here, we share the tools and mindsets to helping you unlock your digital sovereignty. In the Web2 creator economy, we are the serfs to the feudal lords that is Google, Facebook, and Twitter. We build the castles and they collect the taxes. Our creativity drives their ad revenues. We command the attention, and yet they control the rewards. Don't get me wrong, YouTube is an incredible platform with enormous reach. Everyone is there. And you could argue that because they built the network effects, they deserve a cut. But a take rate of 45%, aka half our earnings, that's not a partnership, that's parasitic. And it's not just the money. They control when audiences see you, and they can throttle, demonetize, and deplatform you without any notice. Under their model, you provide the output, they decide the value, and you have no say. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at the take rates from other Web2 content creator platforms. On YouTube, if you're lucky enough to hit partner status, the take rate is 45%. Facebook, same thing. Twitch, also 45%. TikTok, way worse, sometimes over 50%. And Twitter, it's been said they take somewhere between 0 and 10%, but there's massive friction and eligibility gating, including the fact that you have to be signed up for premium in order to be eligible for ad share. Now you tell me, where in the business world does anyone get to take 45% and we call that fair? Let's say you put in 30 to 40 hours of your undivided creative attention to your video. Is it fair that even though you're the one to have attracted the audience, you're the one to have built the quality content based on your authenticity, yet a platform can rip 45% off of the value that you generated? Let's use an analogy if you're still not convinced. Let's say you are an artist and you have a painting that you want to sell for $1,000. So you decide to work with an exhibition/gallery. At the end of your sale, the exhibition says, here you go, here's $500. You'd be like, what? And then the exhibition says, yeah, to put up your painting for sale, we charge $500 for using our walls. And yet online, we take that and we accept it and we call it normal. It is time to disintermediate these old ass ways of doing things. And thanks to self-custody, freedom-enabling technologies, and the new and burgeoning ownership economy, we are beginning to explore and take the first steps away from this parasitic and extractive model, where the value that you create belongs to you. Introducing Zora, a platform built for creators. Launched in May of 2020, originally as an NFT marketplace on Ethereum's Layer 2 network called Base, Zora has since transformed itself into a full-fledged on-chain media platform. And the first time you drop into the interface, it might remind you of Instagram. You can scroll the feed, you can browse other people's content, you can check out someone else's profile, you can post your own content into your own profile, but the differentiator is this. Every piece of content that you or someone posts becomes its own tradable token on-chain. When you share a video, an image, a thought, maybe a song, you're not just publishing to a feed. You're launching a coin tied to that moment of culture generation, and it is 100% backed by your creativity. The mechanics work like this. Each post that you create mints a coin with up to 1 billion potential tokens. As the creator of the content, you automatically get to keep the first 10 million tokens that ever get created. Everyone else mints new tokens out of this 1 billion potential supply as they buy into your work, with early buyers paying less and later buyers paying an exponentially increasing price. It's a living economy generated out of your work. The price of minting new tokens from this 1 billion potential token supply is based on a bonding curve, very similar to Uniswap's curve-based liquidity pool mechanism. But all of this is handled for you in the backend, so you don't have to worry about it at all. But if you're interested in learning more, I would encourage you to take a look at Uniswap's bonding curves and curve-based liquidity mechanism, as Uniswap was one of the first first to implement this cool token primitive. The Zora platform itself seeds a tiny bit of liquidity to allow this trading mechanism to happen in the first place, creating an artificial market cap of $22 for your content. And this is held true no matter who you are. Cultural value should be proven through participation, not predetermined reputation. And more importantly, as more people buy into your coin, you earn 0.5% on every transaction. Allow me to paint a picture for you to illustrate. Suppose you post the same content onto Zora and onto YouTube. On YouTube, the average cost per 1,000 views in a particular niche might be $5 to $10. So let's say you get 1,000 views on your video. That means you earn $5 to $10. Still with me? On Zora, things work a little differently. Suppose you have 20 fans out of 1,000 views that you get on a video. And suppose that they decide to buy $5 worth of your content coin in order to support you. $5 times 20 fans equals $100 in trading volume. At 0.5% creator rewards, you'll earn 50 cents. That doesn't seem like much. But remember, $100 trading volume increases liquidity and increases the coin price on the bonding curve. And as more people buy and sell and rebuy and hold, yada yada yada, you earn 0.5% each time on every single transaction. As the wise Naval Ravikant once said, all returns in life, whether in wealth or in relationships or knowledge, come from compound interest. And in this case, it's your trading volume that's compounding. And if you're good, your influence. And on Zora, your volume compounds over time. Unlike a one-time YouTube ad impression. At $5,000 volume, you could earn $25. At $50,000 trading volume, you could earn $250. The key thing to understand about Zora is that while the initial payoff might seem tiny, if you manage to create a cultural moment, aka meme something into existence, like hot tour, your upside is unlimited. On the other hand, nurturing and cultivating a die-hard fan base that will support your content by buying your content coin creates mini economies around all of your creative work. Again, the upside is unlimited. It's akin to buying stock into your favorite content creators before they blow up. And to be honest, it's a pretty cool experimentation around a creator-focused ownership economy built on the foundations of Web3. I love experimentation, and so I've been posting to Zora on and off over the past 2 weeks. I was genuinely curious what is possible on this platform, and after just a bit over 10 posts, where frankly I didn't understand how any of the mechanisms worked, I have somehow managed to earn a little bit over $3 in onchain creator rewards. Guys, I had no idea what I was doing, and yet it worked. Even clumsy steps in the right system can reward you. That is powerful. And that is still $3 more than I've ever earned on YouTube. And although it does feel like a bit of an empty metric because I have no idea who actually bought my coin or how I can possibly engage with them to thank them, imagine the potential flywheel you can create through Zora with a dedicated army of on-chain fans that support you and your work. The best part is, this is self-custodied money. There's no middleman extracting me on the way out of Zora. I can take this and cash out via Coinbase or transfer it to any other Base wallet address. That is insane. Let's walk through an example of posting on Zora. To get started, you just have to download Zora, create an account, hit the plus button, give the content piece a title and caption, and then you automatically get the initial 10 million tokens from the 1 billion potential token supply. Once you post, the mini economy around your content coin is live. As more people buy your content coin, demand pushes up the price. You win, your supporters win, everyone shares in the upside. Now, obviously, I wouldn't expect suddenly hundreds of millions of dollars flowing through your content coin economies if you started posting on Zora today. Zora is a new platform, and think of it like an experimentation. Here's what you need to watch out for before you dive in. If you create content on Zora, you need to bring your audience with you into the platform. And as you know, it can be high friction to convince other people to download yet another app on their phone. But this one might be worth it though. Liquidity is not guaranteed. If people don't like your content, they're just not going to buy your content coin. And at the current moment, Zora does not have an algorithm for resurfacing your old content or relevant content for other people. And we can call a spade a spade. This is essentially meme coins, which means it is prone to speculative pressures, whales pumping and dumping, and the unwanted financialization of your work when it might just serve better being consumed rather than traded. On Zora, your creativity doesn't just exist. It moves, it trades, it builds value, and you, the creator, is always at the center. Zora transforms content from static posts into living, creating mini economic ecosystems. It's a bold shift and it's a bold experiment from that of the Web 2 creator economy, where we are just serfs, to the Web 3 ownership economy, where we control our own destinies. New freedoms, unlimited upside, and of course, new risks. But this is the edge. This is exploration of a new model untested before. But for content creators willing to explore, this opens doors that Web 2 platforms could never have tried before, thanks to self-sovereign technologies like crypto. But for content creators willing to explore, it is literally frontier tech with frontier mechanisms. And by starting your journey on Zora as I have, you could be tapping into a new economy and into new potential that you never knew you could have had. With all that said, you can support me and this video on Zora by going to this link and buying my content coin. And of course, this video was crafted as a public good. If it sparked something useful, then consider fueling more public goods by donating here. Experimentation is the name of the game here in Web3. If you're interested in brand new products and brand new primitives enabled by self-sovereign tech, you should definitely check out my video on ZK-P2P here. My name is Tim, and as always, spreading the good word on good work in crypto. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.